Hello, it's Monday, March 2nd. Thanks for joining us for Up to the Minute. I am Dr. Lana Pigal, Communications Director at Northwest College. And here's where you can find us. We are on the Houston City College District Facebook page and YouTube. We're also on X, LinkedIn, and on HTC TV at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday. Well, it is Monday, and for Music Monday, we're joined by Carla Rendon, otherwise known as DJ KICKIT. She's here to talk about her new book and her success as a performer and motivational speaker. She's going to tell us about how she utilizes her skills as an MC. DJ KICKIT is on a mission to empower women, proving she's not just a DJ, but a powerhouse with a voice and a beat you won't want to miss. We'll be right with DJ KICKIT in about 10 minutes, but first we'll be speaking with Taraneh Zekavat, and I hope I said that correctly, Tara.
Yes, that's right.
Director of Corporate Training and Development at HCC. She's here to talk to us about the world of corporate training and how students can thrive in this vital role in a company. So with more large corporations hiring on both in our area or in the state in general, the need for corporate trainers is growing seemingly every day. Tara is here to tell us more about the program and how employers can start down the path of this challenging field in hiring corporate trainers and how it might not be as hard as one may think. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We're so glad you're here. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So can you tell us, explain to us how the process works with employers when they send their employees to train with a corporate trainer?
Sure. So we are very specialized in offering customized training to meet the employer's needs. So when we meet with the employers, we usually try to identify the gaps they have and the areas that they want the employees to grow. We do have a list of training opportunities that we share with them, but we also give them a need assessment form to find out the areas that they actually want to work on. And we have the flexibility on tweaking the curriculum or making changes to the existing curriculum or even develop a new curriculum for them and customize it in a way that they can actually train on the areas that they want to be trained on. And this approach is very successful because the employers are looking for flexibility, and we are also very flexible in the delivery format. We can do the training online, hybrid at HCC campus, or we can send our corporate trainers to the facility at their location to do the training.
Great. Well, what are some of the various career fields that you train?
It's a variety of fields. If you want to focus on technical and non-technical, and the technical area, we do have construction training, manufacturing, information technology, project management, and on the non-technical side, we do have leadership skills, supervisory skills, customer service. So it's a big list of training opportunities that we have available on our webpage.
So we're hearing about the new grant awarded to HCC to support and grow small businesses. Can you share how aspiring employers can apply and benefit from this opportunity?
Sure, absolutely. So Texas Workforce Commission has a list of grant funding opportunities available to the employers and also to the community colleges to apply for. Last year, we were awarded $84,000 on Skills for Small Business grant, which is for the employers to apply and partner with HCC to provide the training, and the grant covers the expenses of the training. So that would be at no cost to the employer. There are other grant opportunities such as the Skills Development Fund and Lone Star Workforce of the Future Fund that the college applies for and partner with the employer to provide the training and cover the cost of the training.
So your office is housed in HCC. So an employer would come to HCC and say, we need some training. How does that work? You consult with the employer what their needs are?
Yes. So we have employers that contact us directly via email or phone, or we even go to the events. They, when we talk about these opportunities, they approach and they want to have more information. So we schedule a meeting remotely, or we go to them, or as I said, there's a lot of networking events that we can meet the employers and share the information. And then we do have follow-up calls and meetings to talk in details.
Oh, great. Well, how has corporate training changed in recent years, especially with the growth of virtual learning and technology-driven instruction?
Well, with the funding opportunities that are available now, I see a lot of growth in the area of upskilling employees because the training costs are covered by the grant funding. So that's at no cost to the employers. That was definitely one of the main factors that grow corporate training. And also with remote learning, that's also more feasible and more accessible. So that definitely played a role in that aspect.
So how has AI made major changes to corporate trainers' role?
Well, with AI, it made it way easier to access different resources, to get responses faster. So we do use AI in the areas that we may not have the curriculum or the content ready. At least it gives us some different options to work on, and also get answers faster than before that we had to spend some time to go and research.
Great. Well, thank you very much for all the information you've shared with us. Really appreciate it, Tara. And we'll have all your information in our post after this.
Thank you so much for having me.
And coming up after a quick commercial break, we'll talk with our Music Monday guest, Carla Rendon, aka DJ KICKIT, musician and motivational speaker. So come on back.
For over 50 years, HCC has been here for you. Affordable, accessible, focused on your success. This is your college, growing, evolving, expanding with you. More bachelor's degrees, stronger workforce training, online learning with global reach. A new name, the same mission, bigger vision. Houston City College, local focus, global reach. Register now at hccs.edu.
Our individual voices are powerful, but not everything has a voice. Let us be a voice to the voiceless. It's time to speak up for nature.
Poison Help is a free 24/7 hotline that answers all of your poison questions in over 100 languages.
Hello? Poison Help?
Hello? When poison happens, we're here for you. Just call Poison Help, 1-800-222-1222.
When a child is fighting a critical illness, one truth touches us all. Every child deserves a childhood. A wish sparks a ripple of hope that transforms communities far and wide. And when we grant wishes together, we create a movement of kindness, strength, and unity. Become a wish maker today and be part of a journey that truly changes lives.
It's traumatizing when you have a sick child. Then you are tired, very, very tired. The Ronald McDonald House is next to the hospital. They have a washing machine, kitchen, nice bed, but it's also being with parents of other children that are sick. It's very important for healing yourself. And when you are healthy, you can take care of your child.
Make-A-Wish creates life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses. When we grant wishes together, we create a movement of kindness, strength, and unity. Join us. Be part of a journey that truly changes lives.
Habitat for Humanity has helped tens of millions of people around the world build their lives on their own terms. We have so much more to do, and we can't do it alone, because all of this starts with home, and home starts with you.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Well, welcome back. Our Music Monday guest is Carla Rendon, also known as DJ KICKIT. She has a unique energy and flair rooted deeply in Latino culture and pride, mixing classic hip hop, funk, and Latino music to create something that is totally her own. Her mixes to the iconic hip hop group A Tribe Called Quest was on heavy rotation during the Cypher and Queens exhibit in New York City, earning an honorary mention from acclaimed artist Sherwin Banfield. Well, welcome to the show, Carla. What first sparked your passion for music, and what moment truly launched your career in the industry?
Yeah, the first time that the music bug hit me, I want to say I must have been maybe 3 or 4. You know, my parents and I immigrated to this country when I was 2. And so I was exposed to a lot of music, specifically where I grew up in San Antonio. So music was always around me. And then when we were able to afford a radio and TV, I mean, that is exactly when I started really gravitating towards the sounds of music. And from there, you know, went on to become a violinist for church, eventually a drummer for a little over 10 years during middle school and high school, a rapper, if you could believe that, for a very small amount of time. And then now look, I'm a DJ. So yeah.
Wow, that is so impressive. So you've built in an impressive presence, not only in music, but also touring as a public speaker.
Yeah.
What inspired you to step out from behind the mixer and begin speaking to women across the country?
Yeah, I love this question. You know, what started was a business partner of mine, and I consider her a very close friend. And I had received a proclamation from the city of Austin. So May 17th is officially DJ KICKIT Day here in Austin. And so I shared a little bit about my story, something I hadn't really done before. And a friend of mine was there, and she said, "I think your story needs to be heard by plenty of young girls." So she invited me to speak to an alternative school that she was a principal at. And from there, it was like, you know, I didn't think I had a story to share, and I do. And this happens a lot. I'll speak for my family, for my culture, where, you know, sometimes we're told you need to suppress your stories. You need to not tell anybody your business. ¿Quién quiere saber? Who wants to know about that? Why relive, you know, the past? And sometimes it's us talking about things that happened, things that we experienced, whatever that may be, to not only help the future. It may sound cliche, but you never know who's listening. And sometimes, you know, you think about it, it's like, man, I wish I had somebody that looked like me during those moments to help me kind of cope through things. And so it started with that friend of mine that invited me to her school. And ever since, I've just networked my way through different speakers, how they do it. And now I'm blessed to have the platform, the stage to share these stories and inspire the future.
I love that. I think it's really important for young girls too, to see role models
Absolutely.
and can say, oh, well, I can do it. She did it. I can do it, and have somebody encourage them. Well, your new book has been generating a lot of buzz. Can you tell us about it and explain what the acronym BEAT, BEAT, represents in both business and life?
Absolutely. So this is my newest book. It's called Beat the Odds. I know it looks a little bit backwards, but it's called Beat the Odds. And the word beat stands for balance, excellence, accountability, and tenacity. And in this book, I give students, I give adults, I would call it maybe a blueprint, maybe for those that are in the corporate world, a framework, if you will, of how to actually beat the odds. You know, when you balance the things that are going on in your head, you know, I've spoken to many women entrepreneurs, same as young girls, where there's imposter syndrome. They feel like they don't belong in the room. And so sometimes it takes balancing out those thoughts in your head and finding out, you know, the facts over the feelings. None of that is true. You belong in the room. With excellence is, how do you show up as yourself? You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to look like what you see on TV. The world is greater. We can do so many more things when there's diversity in the room. When we talk about accountability, let's say for myself, right, I'm working on getting my numbers better in regards to my health. Well, nobody's going to do that but me, right? And so there's many things that girls can hold themselves accountable to, depending on what your goal is, what you want to do. And tenacity. let's face it, as women, the odds are always going to be against us. The odds are always going to be against everybody, right? Depending on the field you want to go into, the job market, the business that you want to go into, the odds are always going to be against you. But amongst all the odds coming against you, against everything that you've been through, how do you pull through? How do you channel even anger, what you're feeling, into something positive? And so through storytelling, that's what I share in this book, is how do you use those four things to beat the odds and get yourself to the next level.
Yeah, I love the tenacity part of it, because I think sometimes if something's not going well, we think, oh, this is just not for me, I'm going to quit. So I think that's really important. Well, you found success across multiple platforms, music, publishing, and public speaking. How do you think those experiences complement each other and position you for the future?
Yeah. I think back at and talk to my younger self, as crazy as that sounds, right? I look back at where I was when I was 9 years old, when I was bullied and music was my only outlet. I would listen to Janet Jackson. I would listen to Luis Miguel. I would listen to Notorious B.I.G. And I would just lock myself in and zone out. And I'm using music on how it helped me cope through what I was feeling as a young kid. I look at what I've experienced and now how do I incorporate music into that? Music changes everything. If we were to sit here in silence and I play like a Bad Bunny song, it's going to make you feel a certain way. And if I were to play a rock song, it's going to make you feel differently, right? So I use music to hone in these messages. I use experience, I use storytelling, and this is how it all coincides. It's that feeling and really letting out those feelings through music, through inspirational talks, and then also to keep my audiences engaged. I don't want to go up there and trauma dump. Oh, I did this and I did that and woe is me and this is how you could do it. No, I'm going to give you an experience the same way I give you an experience at a wedding, the same experience I give you at a party. I'm going to give you that same experience as a speaker. So I'm blessed to be able to mesh all of those things along with my experiences to empower my audiences.
That's great. Well, as someone who's constantly evolving, is there something you haven't done yet and that you see yourself pursuing the next 5, 10 years?
I haven't done anything internationally. That's both including music or speaking. So that is definitely on my radar. Even if I get to grace the turntables somewhere in Mexico City, even if it's for a 30-minute show, or if I actually get to speak to young girls in Mexico, where I grew up in Monterrey, and show them that it's possible. It doesn't matter where you come from. That's something that's on my radar, is to take what I have now and do it internationally.
Well, you've worn many hats throughout your career. What has been the biggest challenge in balancing those roles, and how have you navigated it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I still struggle with it every day. And I don't say struggle in a bad way. I say that because I'm very passionate about what I get myself into. And it's a double-edged sword. I want to do it and I'm like headstrong about it and I put my head down about it. But then I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to go to the gym. Oh, I forgot to eat today. I forgot to take myself out on a walk, And for me, what's helping me is something as simple as balance. What are my priorities for today? What do I need to schedule out? And who can I balance these things out to? Can I get my spouse to help me? Can I get a friend to help me? Another friend just started her business in social media. Girl, help me. I want to give you business and I need the help. So asking for help and also sitting with myself, like, what do you need help with? So I'm not gonna lie, I still struggle with it every day, but I think it's also because I'm just very passionate about everything I get into.
Well, if you had to choose just one, what would you say is the biggest highlight of your career so far?
Oh, that's a beautiful question. Right now is the book. If you would have asked me this question 3 years ago, it would have been Austin honored me with my own day. If you would ask me a couple years ago, it would have been, oh my God, I was on national television. I was a DJ on Married at First Sight. But I think right now it's this book, and it's because I'm putting my stories through music into something that's going to live way past me.
Well, thank you, Carla Rendon, musician and motivational speaker. We'll have your info in our post after the show. You are exceedingly inspiring. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Have an amazing day.
Bye-bye. And coming up after a quick commercial break, I'll return with some Save the Date announcements.
It's Kyle's last spin on his turntable from college.
Yeah.
And the first day of Kira's new career in IT. It's the last tea party for Crystal with Miss Marshmallow.
Oh, wow.
And Sarah's first day of management training at Goodwill. When you donate items to Goodwill, you help provide skills training and career placement for people seeking to realize their potential. And the things you love get to start a new life too.
My name is Irene. My job is community school coordinator. My mom taught us that it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can always find a way to help. We started the pantry because the needs were so great. We're very fortunate to have the food bank just a few miles down. I just want our kids to experience what other kids experience and learn to say, what do I want to be when I grow up? And not worry about food.
I grew up in a very close-knit family. Once I got enrolled in my bachelor's degree program, I found myself in struggles with food insecurity and other financial distress. Because of the assistance I received from the El Pasoans Fighting Hunger Food Bank, I am now going to continue to pursue my doctorate of occupational therapy.
When I think about purpose, I don't know if St. Jude donors realize the magnitude of what they are doing. Their donations are funding the research. The research is allowing for the treatments to happen, and those treatments provide cures. And the cures are allowing patients to get to grow up and live amazing lives all around the world.
Caleb's my best friend. He's a fireball, full of energy all day, every day. When we came to St. Jude, it really put us at ease a lot. Everyone is caring, everyone is loving here, and they're trying to save people's lives all over the world. So everything that you donate is being used. Very grateful for everyone that helped out.
I remember seeing St. Jude commercials on TV and wondering, like, is that place legit? Like, those commercials are nice, but is that like a real thing? And having lived it, I can say for sure that that money is being put to incredible use. I've never once had to wait for insurance to approve a test or approve a medication. We didn't have to worry about any of those things thanks to the donations. And our family is forever grateful because it's completely changed our lives.
I grew up in a very close-knit family. Once I got enrolled in my bachelor's degree program, I found myself in struggles with food insecurity and other financial distress. Because of the assistance I received from the El Pasoans Fighting Hunger Food Bank, I am now going to continue to pursue my doctorate of occupational therapy.
My name is Jeff. Having a traumatic brain injury is understanding you were a lot smarter before the accident. I lost so many traits. Food donations from Suncoast Center of Independent Living helped me tremendously. It can mean fully paying the bills off. That's one of the biggest gifts right there. I have a purpose again. Life goes on.
Community is the way we find our strength and share our hope. It's the way dinner on the table brings a family closer together. It's the way we make sure his first chapter book is the first step on his path to greatness. It's the way we rally in hard times and rise back up stronger than ever. United is the way we come together so everyone can thrive. Join us at unitedway.org.
I remember seeing St. Jude commercials on TV and wondering, like, is that place legit? Like, those commercials are nice, but is that like a real thing? And having lived it, I can say for sure that that money is being put to incredible use. I've never once had to wait for insurance to approve a test or approve a medication. We didn't have to worry about any of those things thanks to the donations. And our family is forever grateful because it's completely changed our lives.
Well, welcome back. Here are some important news and notes we think you should know. Happening right now, work presented by Maryam Esfahani, whose role as a part-time graphic designer in the visual arts department informs her creative practice. Fracture explores the quiet rupture of childhood caused by a forced early marriage. Through intimate portraits, these photographs reveal emotional and psychological scars alongside the resilience that endures. And that is today from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on our central campus. And happening tomorrow, the Student Government Association will be holding a General Assembly tomorrow, March 3rd, at the North Line campus from 11 a.m. to noon. All students are welcome to attend. The focus of the meeting is to address student concerns. Again, that's tomorrow, March 3rd, from 11 a.m. to noon at our North Line campus. And currently enrolled students, the Food Scholarship Program is a partnership with the Houston Food Bank. No pre-registration needed. Come early at 9 a.m. before items run out. All items are subject to availability. So please bring your own reusable bags for some free groceries. And that's happening March 5th from 9 to 11 a.m. at our ACC Alief Bissonnet location. Safe and Sweet Spring Break is all about celebrating the season the right way. Join us for sweet treats, safety tips, and spring vibes as we prepare to enjoy our spring break responsibly, refreshed and ready to return stronger than ever. And that's happening today, Monday, March 2nd from 11 a.m. to noon at the HCC Northeast Campus Learning Hub. And coming up for Tuesday, prospective students are invited to explore rewarding career pathways in American Sign Language, or ASL, and learn how the program equips students with the skills, experience, and support needed to succeed. So don't miss your chance to see what HCC has to offer. Well, thank you for joining us here on our Monday, and we'll see you all next time.